How's it going, everybody? My name is FaZe Crypto. Welcome to another episode of Crypto Clout. So, a few things that I've seen that are sort of obstacles for the Ripple technology moving forward. Well, of course, the issue of centralized versus decentralized is a really significant thing. The people and the overall community's perception of the banks and the reputation that Ripple has developed for itself as the banking cryptocurrency. All these different variables coming together. But of course, as a positive side, I would say looking at the deals that are being struck with Apple, the deals that are being struck with the various different banks, but in particular, these household names, and of course, people throwing around names like Amazon and all these different things really compiling together. It seems as if a perfect storm is brewing when it comes to Ripple and the future of this technology, as the public seems to really be becoming aware of this technology to a higher degree, because obviously everybody and their mother has heard of Bitcoin, and pretty much Ethereum is limited to people who know anybody who knows a little bit about cryptocurrency will know about Ethereum. However, Ripple is sort of reserved for that sort of gray area in between people who are slightly aware of cryptocurrencies and people who are just getting involved with it. And then, of course, there's the category of people like us who've been involved with this space for a certain amount of years, and we've been involved with Ripple since 2012, 2013. But all that being said, I think moving forward, we're going to be seeing some really exciting things happening for Ripple. We're going to be reviewing a lot of these different news articles talking about Ripple being worth $334 according to the Global Coin Report, which would be insane. But of course, we have seen crazier things in the world of cryptocurrency. That's probably the point why most of you are involved with this space, because the tendency for such volatility to exert itself is there. So, and especially when you look at like a 3-year time frame, I think by 2021, the world of cryptocurrency could be looking substantially a little bit different from where it is right now. We've seen Ripple in that number 3 position switch places with Ethereum, and I believe that Ripple does have the potential to be the number 2 crypto. And but of course, it's just my opinion, of course. And this is a cryptocurrency that's got quite a bit of clout lately. It seems as if people have started to really pay attention to Ripple in a way that really has been unprecedented lately. It's pretty interesting to see how the cryptocurrency community has sort of turned its head and started paying attention to what has been criticized as being the banking cryptocurrency. I know Ripple's faced a lot of criticism in the crypto space. Especially when you consider the fact that it's managed to hold up against so much over the course of such a short amount of time. It is important for people who are just now getting involved with cryptocurrency, and pretty much everybody in general. You have to understand how early we are in the cryptocurrency game, and how many developments are here to come in respect to the placement of these technologies on the top 10 list, but of course in the way that these technologies are perceived by the public. And when it comes to Ripple, I'm definitely very interested in seeing where Ripple's going to be headed from here on out, especially when you consider all the different speculations that people have been making in regards to Ripple. A lot of really exciting news has been popping up that's got me taking a really hard second look at Ripple. Not that I've ever really been out of the game when it's involving Ripple. I mean, I've been involved with this technology since about 2012, and I've seen Ripple coming a long way since in that time period. I believe the first time I bought Ripple was in 2013, and ever since then, it's been very exciting to see all the different developments that have been happening, respectively, within the technology. I think there's a really great team that's currently working within the technology, and Ripple is headed towards some really great things in the future, especially when it comes to the different partnerships that are being struck across the board. A lot of really exciting things happening involving Ripple. So looking at the news, Global Coin Report talking about reasons why XRP holders can expect a very lucrative 2018. So that's a positive one as well. Ripple price analysis. Ranges are getting shorter. Support is getting nearer. So you have to understand when you look at these different news articles that sure, not every single one of these articles is 100% trustworthy. Of course, when it comes to mainstream news articles, it's important to take what they say with a grain of salt. I've said before that news articles are definitely a good indicator of the public consciousness regarding these technologies, but it's just that, almost limited in that respect. I find that it's important to read these Global Coin Report and FX Street articles, but at the end of the day, it's important to find more valid resources. I mean, Global Coin Report talking about the possibility of Ripple being worth $334 per XRP in 3 years. Outrageous prediction, question mark. Interesting, but of course, where did they get this number? I mean, I read through this article and I found it I find it interesting that people can make these really high speculations, especially when you consider the fact that Ripple is currently valued at that 66-cent level. But I believe anything is possible, especially when you consider the fact that Ripple's been making so many movements forward. And when it comes to the establishment, I would definitely say that the banks aren't going anywhere, and cryptocurrency isn't going to be replacing the bodies of power that be anytime soon. The likelihood is that we're going to see a merge between the two, and I think that's sort of what Ripple is aiming to position itself in the light of the advancements that are made available by cryptocurrency. We're seeing Ripple positioning itself in a significant way that's really going to be making a big difference as we continue to move forward and we see what 2018 actually has to offer for us. So when I see the charts of the value of Ripple, the value has been going up and down. Obviously, just like any other cryptocurrency, it's a very volatile space. I know people were hoping to see a $1 Ripple by now, more sustained. However, it seems as if on average, Ripple has been being supported around that 60-cent mark, which I mean, it's fairly reasonable. It's been maintaining its position in that number 3 spot for quite some time. However, there really hasn't been much movement, respectively, across the board when you consider the way that cryptocurrency has been acting lately, especially taking into consideration the global market cap and where we've been seeing things as the trends have been going. Currently, we're looking at a $369 billion market cap, and things are trending downward slightly. However, we still have some upward momentum that we gained for ourselves over the course of that month when we were seeing a bit of positivity in the air. But my confidence is still fairly substantial when it comes to the short term. Of course, in the long term, I'm very confident about these technologies. I think long term, Ripple is obviously positioning itself for global cryptocurrency domination. I think is what Ripple is no less than what Ripple is basically positioning themselves for, because you have to consider how the establishment's not going to lose. So when I see them establishing themselves behind Ripple, it's definitely exciting moving forward. But of course, you have to remember, I'm not a financial advisor. This video is not financial advice, and this video is for entertainment, educational purposes only. The whole purpose of me making this video is to share my opinion, and remember, this video is for discussion purposes only. And of course, I'd recommend that everybody go and follow Ripple on their official Twitter if you're interested in getting more information regarding these technologies. But just remember, standard disclaimer, this video is not financial advice. I'm not your dad. Basically, you're responsible for any decision you may or may not make regarding Ripple. But all that being said, you can also connect with the show on Twitter, and I'll be including a link to the Twitter down in the description down below. So if you guys are interested, and yeah, I mean, all that being said, we actually are creating a new Twitter for the show, one specifically for Crypto Clout, and I'll actually include a link to this down in the description as well, so that we can continue to build this community across different platforms. I think it's really exciting to see how we've had people really paying close attention to cryptocurrency and sharing valid information in regards to this space. And I think Ripple is definitely at the center of an important paradigm shift that's happening in respect to cryptocurrency as a total. When you consider the fact that we're so early in the game when it comes to cryptocurrency, and the fact that Ripple has managed to accomplish so much, respectively, when you consider the circumstances that we've been dealing with in regards to the global community and their acceptance of cryptocurrency, I'm looking forward to some really interesting things in the future when it comes to Ripple. It's one of those technologies that I think is definitely a sleeping giant, and I would say that in a few year time frame, when you look at what's being accomplished by Ripple, I would say that some of these higher price predictions may not be so outlandish, but of course I'm actually going to be including a link to this video by Altcoin Freedom down in the description below, because this is actually a really helpful channel, and it's just an 11-minute video, but it really helped. I'd actually recommend that all you go and subscribe to this channel as well. Really helps provide information regarding Ripple and so forth, and helping expand the knowledge in the community and providing different perspectives and so forth. It's really important to me when it comes to cryptocurrency to sort of share different opinions and so forth, and I think we can all jive with that. But yeah, all that being said, I hope that you guys comment down below letting me know what you think about Ripple. Where do you think we're headed in the long term? Where do you think we're headed in the short term? And of course, remember to subscribe to the channel and comment down below and share this content, and and follow the Twitters as respectively provided in the links down below. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.